Hello, everybody, and welcome to the chill room. We have a very, very special and rare guest who has never actually been on here and been interviewed, and it is our boss and Hall of Famer, John Young. How are you, John?
Hey, I am good tonight. I am good.
What did you do tonight?
Well, I ended up having to fill in for my son, Michael. He had a show scheduled up in Fargo. So
Fargo, eh?
Yeah. So that's about 2.5 hours from home. And then he ended up coming down with COVID here in the last couple of days. So,
oh, no.
Wow.
All right. We wish him well.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Boston John.
I used to be the road dog, but apparently John Young's going to play road dog tonight. So
I am the road
dog.
John Young can be the road dog. He is traveling.
One question per person.
Oh, you want me to start?
Yep.
My question was like, how was it subbing for a gig that a younger person booked and you had to go in and kill it? How'd you do?
I did really, really well, and there were some aspects of it. I think the experience definitely helped when it came to doing some unusual things with making sure the audio from a video feed came through properly. There was experience that just helped in that realm. But when it came down to the actual performing, I think that a younger DJ would have probably been a little bit better because these were all 30-somethings in the room, and you know, I'm not 30-something anymore.
30-somethings? Those are young people? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's he, 70?
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Buddy, you're up.
All right, Mr. Young, got one question for you.
Yes,
What
sir.
is the one piece of equipment you never leave home without?
It would have to be the cell phone, and that if you would consider that a piece of equipment, I would not go anywhere without that. And the second thing would be my watch. Now, DJ-wise, the Jackery and E-Verse are with me no matter what show I'm doing. There's literally a Jackery right here, and there's an E-Verse speaker behind me, and I don't need either of them tonight, but I have them.
Okay. Hey, Chris, one question, sir.
Okay, so John, when you started DJing, when you first started DJing, what was the first piece of equipment you bought?
I bought a rock from Howie because he was upgrading his rocks at the time.
That's a true story.
Yeah, I came from the right side of the cave. Yeah. Okay.
First piece of equipment actually was a home turntable. A Sony. Our local Best Buy had some Sony gear, and I bought a home. I don't know what the numbers or anything were at for that, but yeah, that was my first piece of gear. Was a Sony turntable for a residential type connection.
Very cool.
Awesome. Okay, Tom, how about you? One question.
Yeah, no problem. John, what type of microphone do you like to use for a wedding?
I have really become a huge fan of the Electro Voice RE series. I've got the RE3 with the 420 head, and it just makes a fabulous combination there.
Alrighty. Okay, we have Aaron. Aaron has to go, so we'll go with Aaron next.
Hey, John, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, doing very well.
Awesome. Good to talk to you. If you have an event come your way, what type of event do you prefer to DJ?
That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I like weddings up to a point. I like high school dances up to a point. If I have too many of them in a row, I get sick of them.
Yep.
So I don't know if I have, quote, a favorite. I just know that the variety is a big thing in my world because I get 3 or 4 weddings in a row, and it's like I hate weddings.
Yeah. So if you get itchy at the end of wedding season, what are you hoping comes your way then?
Well, doing a high school dance or 2 in the fall is kind of a nice change, and then I get into a couple of unusual, like we do sound through for the city of Melrose, where we did about 5 blocks of the city. We covered it with holiday music. Unusual things like that are kind of neat to do because it's, it isn't based on my ability as a performer. It's really more my ability as a technician to make it happen. And there's times where it's nice to be a tech and letting the performance side of it, not be what I'm judged upon.
All right. Hey, last but not least, Jay.
Hey, John. With all of the success of Disc Jockey News TV, 1, you're welcome. 2, to see difference, or is there anything big going on in 2024 for Disc Jockey News TV?
Well, we've been looking at a couple of different things that we want to try to do for next year. And one of the things we're going to reworking a little bit will be the Monday night show as we've been doing it. We're going to go and do more interviews that Dan and I are going to kind of take turns doing interviews on a weekly basis. And there's going to be a couple of other small changes of what we're going to be looking to do for next year. It's just really become a very busy area of the podcast DJ live stream type shows. So we have to kind of come at it from an angle in which we can give the most usefulness for the viewer. And sometimes that's getting doing an interview where you're actually able to get the information in a way that the people can get some benefit from it. And that's what we're really looking to try to focus on more is being that interview or that video that will give that benefit to the person who's watching.
Oh, sounds great. Robin, would you like to ask a question?
Yes, John. What is the latest tool? What is the latest tool in your DJ arsenal?
Would that be a tool, this nice little cord that I got?
Yes.
There's this person I really admire that posted this link for a cord that goes from 220 to give you 4 outlets, 420 amp outlets. I saw that and it's like, if this person is recommending it, yeah, Robin knows her stuff. I'm buying that cord.
Yeah.
And I went and I was in a venue tonight that could have used the cord if I would have been on that wall. I mean, even though they had 20 amp outlets next to it, I would have still plugged it in and used it just because I wanted to. I was itching to use it, but no, I was on this wall and there was no 220 on this wall.
Yeah. As with anything, test it at home before you take it on the road.
I was going to do that earlier today, but Lori was washing clothes and I think it would have, I would have needed to unplug the dryer.
You would have disrupted the laundry flow. Yeah.
Exactly.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah. It would have reset or something, and then you'd have been like, well, fix it. And it's like, I don't know what to do.
My stuff's not dry yet. Yeah.
I know how to take it apart and clean it. That's what I know how to do. I don't know these buttons on the top. That's not my job.
Yeah. Well, John, thank you so much for tuning in here. Don't go away, because you folks out there that didn't get to see this sort of stuff live, we do some crazy stuff here. And sometimes we're up until 4, 6 in the morning, right, John?
Yeah, I've seen those notifications.
Yeah. Yeah. All righty. Well, thank you so much for your time. But don't go away, because we're going to have an after party. Good night, folks. Thank you.